What is going on, YouTube? And we are back at it again with another daily upload. And today's video is exactly what you guys see in the title, and we're going to get into this right away. And it's overthinking. And the reason why I'm making today's video is because every time I look on social media, or anytime you just stumble upon someone going after their dreams or going after their goals, you really realize that they're always in their mind, right? They're always trying to think about what they can do and how their life is completely the reflection of who they are. So they need to focus on exactly everything they do from every second to every minute. But some points in this life, you just need to relax, right? You just need to let go and understand that this life is not always under your control, right? You're not controlling everything that's happening in your life. It's just happening and you're going with the flow. Or sometimes you're holding it back, or sometimes you just want to go further in the future. So that's why we're talking about this in today's video, because all these videos that I drop are really just speaking on what I think in this moment, right? And obviously my mind's going to change all the time because that's what we do as humans, right? We're always constantly changing our opinions, our thoughts, our ideas, because we're always growing older, right? And it can never stop because time's always moving on. So that's why in today's video, we're getting into this because I've been overthinking a lot recently, especially with this YouTube channel. And I was always like, I need to make a video every single day. I need to have it perfectly done and all these steps towards it. But at the end of the day, life will only give you what you deserve once you've done what it takes, right? You can't just make yourself this image and make yourself this perfect person and just expect it to give it to you, right? Life to just hand you, there's your answer and there's your result, right? But it's not that easy. It's not that normal, right? Because life is gonna throw challenges and tests in front of you and you're just gonna have to live through it. So if you gain anything out of today's video, it's really about just focusing on the moment. Enjoy the present moment that you have, right? And everything that you're trying to control, let go, right? Live your life and understand what serves you a purpose and what can you do good at, and just put your time and energy into it. And it's good to hold yourself accountable. It's good to stay consistent. But at the end of the day, you can't control anyone else's actions, right? You can't control what someone else does. You can only control what you do. And at that point, it really goes to a further point of what you can do, right? You can't control if you're sick. You can't control how you feel, but you can control how you think, right? So once we understand that the one thing we can control in this life is the way we think, and the way we think is mostly how we operate, right? How we treat other people, how we treat ourselves. So what we do with our life, what we do with our day. And with that, I really want you guys to understand that everyone overthinks, right? You're not the only person that's overthink everything that you do in your life. Most people do. And there's one person named Kobe Bryant, which I'm pretty sure most of us have heard. But if you guys haven't, he was one of the best basketball players to ever touch a basketball. And he sadly passed away at around age 40. I don't know exactly his age, but with one of his quotes, I've had it stuck with me my entire life, right? And he was talking about how overthinking, right? And how everybody overthinks. And he brought it down to basketball terms because that's the sport he played, right? And he would talk about how everybody overthinks the last shot. Now, if you think about it, right? The last playoff shot, you're in the playoffs, say you're down 1 point and you're at the free throw and you miss both of your shots and you lose, right? You lost for your team. But like, break it down what that is, right? People have fear of it. He was talking about people have fear of this and they're overthinking about it. Like, well, I can't do the shot. I can't do it because this is going to happen. But then he really just gave this method of break it down, right? What does it truly mean, right? So, okay, you missed the game-winning shot. So you let your teammates down. Okay, so you let your teammates down. Have you never let your teammates down before? And there you go. You probably have. So is it that big of a deal? So you all these fans saw you miss a shot. Have they seen you miss a shot before? I'm pretty sure you missed a shot in the game, right? So it's really about breaking the things down you're overthinking about. And that's just not just in basketball, right? That's not just in sports. This is in our lives, right? The way we think, how we're overthinking about every situation, about this can go bad, this can go wrong. But really break it down and actually understand what the meaning of the overthinking is, right? And then you come to terms with it's going to happen anyways because it's life, right? And life is always going to move on and life is always going to give you what you deserve. So you can't really control what's going to happen. So when you're overthinking about every situation, overthinking about this is going to happen, this is going to happen, you're only preventing it to happen, right? Instead of just letting go and letting life take control, right? Because our lives, I don't think you've made everything in your life happen on purpose, right? Especially when you go through bad times, you go through hard times, and you can't find an answer, right? I don't think you put yourself in that position on purpose. It's because life gives us the answer, right? And the answer is only through when you go through it, right? And I made a poem about this, right? You only know the answer after you've answered, right? Because life is going to throw a test in front of you. It's going to see what you're willing to do. Are you going to take the easy road? Are you going to keep going with your belief? Are you going to keep going with what you desire, right? And this is the purpose of life, right? It's always pulling you this way and then pulling you this way. And then once you feel like you're at the top, then you're going to fall, right? Because it's always giving you lessons through your life. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And if you guys haven't ever tuned into this YouTube channel before, it's really just me giving my perspective, right? I'm not saying these are the right answers. This is how you have to think. This is how you have to be. But I'm just here giving my perspective because I know a lot of people go through life and really question their existence and really question why they're here a lot of the time. And a lot of these things are connected to that, right? It's about our mind. It's about the way we think. It's about the way we act. And when you have control of what you can do, you have so much power, right? So it's really about holding yourself accountable. It's really about loving what you do. It's about having passion. And it's always about thinking positively, right? At the end of the day, you can always think negative, right? It's so easy to think negative, especially when everything's going bad. But it takes a strong person. It takes a different type of person to look at the negative and see some positive that they gain out of it and see that there is peace in their mind. Maybe they're not the happiest person in this moment, but they can just drive through peace because they understand everything happens for a reason. Everything was going to happen no matter what. It's according to plan. So you just have to live it. You have to enjoy it and go hard, right? Go hard at whatever you're going after. I know most people that are watching this YouTube channel probably are trying YouTube themselves or trying to create a business or trying to create something for their lives because that's what this YouTube channel is, really, just motivation. So if you guys are doing that, go hard, right? Give it all you have. You have one life. You have one opportunity. From Eminem, you guys all heard that, but you guys really do. You only have this one life. You're only in this position one time, right? So what are you going to do with it? That's the question it gives you. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys did, make sure to drop a big like. It helps out the channel a lot. It keeps showing new people the channel so they can tune in and they can get the message, right? So if you guys enjoyed, make sure to subscribe. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.